it's Leanne here from Living My Best Life. I'm excited to announce that every Sunday we're going to be here on this channel reading a story for our little ones. Now, it's not always going to be one of our own stories, however, we're going to, of course, give props to the authors. But go ahead, subscribe, and like this channel as we release every Sunday a story for our little ones. And of course, stay tuned for the video to the end as we'll give sneak previews. Remember When Book Collection. When Can We Play? Written by Leanne Jones. Audible by Leanne Jones. Edited by Jody Turner. When Can We Play? A sweet picture book showing the bond between two siblings, Samuel and Katie. Now grown with their own children, they reflect on their childhood and reminisce over the times they learned to work together and to be helpful. When Can We Play is the fifth book in the Remember When book collection. Samuel looked out the window and watched the children play with their cousins. He turned to his sister, who was washing the dishes, and said, "Katie, when we were children, we had to help with chores before we could play." Katie nodded and said, "Yes, but do you remember how long it took Mom to get us to help?" He thought hard and said, "No, remind me." Katie went on to tell the story about how and why they started to help their mum clean. "Mom, can we go out to play?" yelled Samuel. "No, Samuel, not yet. I have chores to do," his mum replied. Samuel walked out of the kitchen with a sad face. "Mummy, can we go to play?" Katie asked. "No, Katie, not yet. I have to do the chores," she replied. Katie felt sad and walked away. Katie began to cry because she wanted to play. Samuel sat down and started to think. "Katie!" he roared. "I have an idea." Katie turned to her brother and said, "What is your idea?" "Look how messy the bedroom is," he pointed out to his little sister. Katie looked around and got lost in thought. Then finally, she turned to her big brother and said, "If we help clean up, then Mama will be happy and we can play." Samuel smiled and said, "Let's get to it." "Whoa, Katie," he said to his little sister. "Your bedroom looks so clean. You did an excellent job." Katie smiled and said, "Thank you. Did we do all the chores now?" "Let's go take a look," he replied to Katie. Katie walked into the kitchen and looked around. "Samuel! Oh, Samuel!" Samuel responded, "Yes, Katie." Katie sighed and said, "We have more chores to do before we can play." "Already ahead of you, Katie," he replied while picking dirty plates off the countertop. Katie giggled and started to help her brother clean the kitchen. "Samuel, you wash all the dishes. It looks so clean in here now. You did a perfect job." Samuel smiled from ear to ear. "Thank you, Katie." Katie looked at Samuel and said, "Are all the chores done yet?" "I think so. Let's go ask Mum," he replied to Katie. "Mama! Mama!" Katie and Samuel yelled. "All of the chores are finished now," they asked her. "Wow, kids! Thank you so much for being such a big help today. You can go outside and play now," she replied to them. "I'm too tired to play. I want to watch a movie," said Katie. Samuel turned to his mother and said, "Mama, we are so tired. How do you do this every day?" She smiled and replied, "Because a tidy home is a tidy mind." Katie sulked and looked at her mum and said, Then we would need to work together more so that you can play more. Then Mum smiled and said, I would like that. Samuel turned to them and said, Let's relax and watch a movie. Samuel looked at Katie and said, See, we learned that if we helped Mama, we could play sooner. And Mum had more time to do things other than just cleaning up after she's worked all day. Katie laughed and said, Yes, but remember how tired we were? Yes, Katie, I can. But that reminds me of how we learned not to be selfish. But that's a story for another day.